We are honoring Jordan Demay today. I know there are a lot of other young people who had it ended for them just like him, but he is the one we are honoring today. I am a Nigerian and I can remember the pain, the hurt I felt, and just like a lot of Nigerians felt when this happened to Jordan's family. No parent, sibling, or loved one should go through such pain, and for that reason, we are remembering him today. It isn't his birthday, neither is it the anniversary of the incident, but seeing his gravestone being posted by his father brought back memories, and I couldn't imagine the anguish and pain these people have had to fight for the last 3 years. The next clip will be a report showing the incident that led up to Jordan Demay's demise. Two Nigerian brothers, Samuel and Samson Ogoshi. People I am ashamed to call fellow Nigerians were behind all of this. I so wish I could go on through this video without posting their pictures or mentioning them, but I feel without doing that, all of this wouldn't be complete. So just watch the next clip, and after that I will be back to talk about how these scammers work, whatever kind of scam they carry out, so that unsuspecting people would no longer fall victim of their scam, and also to let these people see what they do to families, how they leave families after either making them homeless or making them lose their family or a loved one. So just watch and I'll be back. But before that, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
It is sentencing day for two Nigerian brothers charged in a sextortion case that led to a Marquette teenager taking. Now, both men will spend more than 17 years in prison for their roles in the online scheme. Thanks for joining us. I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian.
I'm Kimberly Gill. 17-year-old Jordan Demay sent sexually explicit images on Instagram to who he thought was a girl. When he couldn't pay $1,000 the crooks were asking for to keep the photos a secret, he committed suicide. I spoke with his mother today after the hearing. Tell me what your reaction is to the sentencing today.
Today was really a landmark day, and that someone is being held accountable for what happened to Jordan. No matter what sentence the judge would have given to these brothers, it doesn't change my life and that Jordan is not coming back. But they do have their time to serve for what they did to Jordan.
Samson and Samuel Ogoshi both pleaded guilty back in April to charges of conspiracy to sexually exploit minors. Today, the men were sentenced to 17.5 years in prison. It's the first time criminals from Nigeria have been tracked, charged, and extradited to the U.S. to face charges. Jordan Demay's father spoke to the media shortly after the hearing.
This is the message that the United States is not going to let this happen. The message is for the bad actors on the other side of the world who think they're going to hide behind the waters of our oceans is over. And we are going to do everything we can do to hold you accountable if you're going to participate in these things.
Both parents say the time is now to take action to protect our kids and our communities.
I think parents need to educate themselves about how social media works and really let it sink in that this is a scam that nobody is safe from. They need to have open conversations with their children, that if anyone asks them for photos or money, that's a situation where they may need to go to adult and seek help. And also that these kids are the victims in this if they are targeted. They should not be ashamed to come forward and say, this is what I have going on. Can you please help me?
Now, Jordan's case is still ongoing. There's one more person in Nigeria waiting to be extradited to the U.S. to face charges. And there are also 5 people here stateside in the United States who were involved. 4 in Georgia, 1 in Alabama. Their court hearings are coming up later this year. And you may remember, I sat down with Jordan's parents for an extended interview a year ago. You can watch it again tonight, streaming on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. It's called A Closer Look, the Jordan Demay story. It airs tonight at 8. You can get the Local 4 Plus app in the same place you find Netflix and Hulu.
Jordan leaves some. Because of him, a lot of people have gained knowledge on how to avoid being scammed by these scammers behind their computers. For the love scam, the picture of a very good-looking individual is used, either male or female, and they would be the first to say hi or send a message. Ignore any message you see from someone who you do not know, because most times behind the keyboard is someone you dread. And for the business scam, they come out with business proposals or even trying to tell you that they could help you fix a software problem on your computer. They go as far as impersonating organizations, companies, and behaving like they are these people. So before you go into any deal, any business with anybody online, either you're the one approaching them for the business or they are the ones advertising their business, please double check and be sure of the authenticity of this person or people, because at the end of the day, all they care about is take the money, live a big life with no remorse. But what they leave behind can never be paid for with the money they have taken. Just like Jordan Demay, he can never be replaced. No amount of money can bring him back. The pain, the emptiness his absence has left in the heart of his mother, his father, his friends, his cousins. This is somebody who had a lot of people loving him. His teammates, they will miss him, his contribution. These brothers have done a lot, and they have been able to scam over 100 victims, including Jordan Demay. It hurts a lot because when I look at their picture presently, I'm like, why didn't they send them back to Nigeria? That is the question a lot of Nigerians are asking. Why didn't you send these two brothers back to Nigeria to serve the jail term? Don't worry, we know why we are saying this, and I guess you will understand why Nigerians feel this way, because these brothers are not looking like what they should look. See where they are. Probably something like this, but they should be brought here. Even though Nigerians are crying and lobbying for their correctional centers to be made better, the prisons I mean, but then since that has not been done by the government, Samuel and Samson Ogoshi should have been sent back to Nigeria to stay here. The difference will be clear by the time they are done with their sentencing. But this isn't even about them. I don't know. They deserve to come back to Nigeria and serve another jail term in these our prisons. They deserve it, because this is what Jordan's mom had to say. I hope that every night they lay their heads on that flat pillow of that cold, damp prison cell, they will see those beautiful brown eyes and sandy blonde hair staring back at them, and they will say to his name, Jordan John Demay. But it would have been better done in a Nigerian prison. And I see the good work Jordan's parents, Jessica and John Demay, are doing their best to get it known to others so that no other person suffers what their son had to suffer. That brought an end to him on the 25th of March 2022, letting his friends, his family live in the hurt of losing such a promising, handsome young man. I do really hope that when these two young men are sent back home from the US, Nigerian government will send them into a correctional center. Yes, they said it's no longer a prison. When Nigerians said, oh, this is too bad, the living condition in our prisons are bad, do something about it, the Nigerian government decided to change the name. They said it is now called correctional centers. So I want these brothers back to our correctional centers to serve for the shame they have brought to our nation. And this also goes out to other Nigerian men and women that have chosen to use the intelligence God has given them for the negative. But they do not define all Nigerians, because there are many, many Nigerian young men and women doing it right and making good name across the nations. Nigerian youth stand and point at you, our brothers, doing negative things and bringing bad name to our nation. We were telling you to turn and join other good Nigerian youths in doing beautiful things that bring good to our nation, just like others are doing around the world. We accuse you. Turn your ways, else the law will catch up with you just like it did Samuel and Samson Ogoshi. I feel the punishment isn't even enough, but I leave vengeance to God Almighty. Jordan Demay, we choose to remember you for the good work your family is doing, putting the word out there, and we choose to remember you for the new laws passed because of you. We choose to remember you with your smiles, the love shown radiating around you from the people in the photos we see around you. And we, Nigerians, good Nigerians, wish your family the best and the strength they need to carry on and keep your legacy going, the strength they need to keep up the good work of telling others your story. Thank you for watching thus far, and thank you to my old subscribers. Now, if you're watching this video right now, I would love for you to hit the subscribe buttons, because on this channel, we tell real stories about real people that you are sure to learn from. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.